రాజ్యసభ సమావేశాలు ప్రారంభమయ్యాయి. ఇప్పుడు లైవ్ లో చూద్దాం.
इस तरह से पीएम स्वनिधि योजना के तहत 80 लाख महोदय 80 लाख स्ट्रीट वेंडरों को 18,000 करोड़ से अधिक लोन देकर उन्हें आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए 46% जिसमें महिलाएं शामिल हैं। मैं माननीय महोदय एक मिनट
आप कंक्लूड करें।
माननीय यह बिल का मैं दिल से समर्थन करती हूँ और अपील करती हूँ इन विपक्ष के चिल्लाने वालों को जो हर चीज में साथ नहीं देते हैं, इनको कहना चाहती इस बिल का समर्थन करिए और गरीबों की गरीबी दूर हटाइए। धन्यवाद महोदय।
डॉक्टर जॉन ब्रिटास जी, आप you know the rules when
I know sir 258.
Please, when there are regular interruptions, no
interruption, sir.
Yeah, please. Even then tell me.
Sir, Ajay Makkanji was demanding the presence of the Home Minister.
Please,
No Parliament.
No point of order. दोला सेन जी आप बोले, दोला सेन जी आप बोले, दोला सेन जी आप बोले।
Sir, thank you for allowing me to speak on this important bill. MSMEs are the backbone of the country's economy. The manufacturing sector alone contributes about 17% of our nation's GDP. But sir, MSME में पिछले 50 साल में सबसे ज्यादा बेरोजगारी हमारे देश में अभी है, तो MSME इज द सेक्टर जिधर अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को हम एड्रेस कर सकते हैं। लेकिन सर, जो हम बोलना चाहते हैं, जब हम द सिटीजन्स, MPs, MLAs, आम जनता, स्टूडेंट्स, यूथ्स, अनएम्प्लॉयड यूथ्स, किसको की कोई भी किसको सुरक्षित नहीं है, कोई भी सुरक्षित नहीं है और होम मिनिस्टर साहब कोई जवाब भी नहीं देना चाहते हैं। हम कैसे
आप विषय पर
कैसे देश बचेगा सर?
You are not interested in subject.
सर,
No, you are not interested.
सर हम बोलना चाहते हैं, this bill claims to strengthen the MSME sector. What it actually does is hand the government more direct discretion, ask small business to give up protections and leave the state's own companies free to break the very rules it is imposing on everyone else. And this union government policy strengthens and highlights disinvestment, corporatization, privatization. Government is taking no initiative to protect its own sectors, sir. Sir, ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है, दुख की बात है। हम चाहते हैं सर, आपके ऊपर हम भरोसा करना चाहते हैं सर, होम मिनिस्टर साहब को आप लाइए और वो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के ऊपर वो बोले सर।
not going on record. Tiruchi Siva not present. Dr. Santripta Mishra बोले।
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, for allowing me to speak on this magical and mysterious four-lettered word of Indian economy called MSME. I said magical because, sir, it contributes to 36% of the GDP, about 30 crores of employment just after agriculture. But unfortunately, you realize that there's more than 8 lakh to 10 lakh crores of money of MSME stuck in the pipeline. And I just wonder if this money was available to them, what could these MSMEs perhaps do for us in this country? But at the same time, sir, I would like to draw your attention that the bill was passed in 2006. After 20 years today, again, we are revisiting this particular act. The question is, in a dynamic economic world today, can we afford to have amendment and revisiting of a law after 20 years? Let me also say, sir, that while Life Insurance Corporation was always meant to be Jeevan ke saath bhi, Jeevan ke baad bhi, there is also an LIC for MSME, which talks about licensing, inspection and compliance. That's also an LIC. And the challenge before us is how do we save the MSME from this entire process? But a broader question to my mind, sir, is that every law and every public policy framework is an indication of a country's aspiration. The question is whether this law is simply easing the problem of MSMEs or as a larger game plan, or and making the MSMEs equivalent of German's Mittelstand or the little giants of China so that they could be globally competitive. So what are MSMEs actually asking us? They're asking us four things. Number one, pay me on time the money that you owe me. Number two, they ask us that do not tax me until I've got the money. Number three, MSMEs are asking us that provide me better market access. Number four, they are telling us that do not make me run around behind the banks asking for a lot of collaterals. And finally, of course, they are saying that I would like to formalize this sector. My formalization must create better credit and better market access and not necessarily bring more of inspection for me. So, sir, I have three or four suggestions if we really truly mean to take the MSME sector forward. Number one, we must make sure that the TRADES, the trade discounting platform, and the GST platform must talk to each other. Today they do not talk, and therefore a lot of the time the TRADES is being obstructed by big businesses in the country. Number two, sir, I would urge that for micro enterprises, there should be an opportunity that based on cash flows, that the taxation should be done, but the actual basis cash flow often creates a double whammy. On one side, they have not received the money, and on the other side, they are asked to pay the tax to the government. Third also important thing, sir, is the suggestion that I would like to leave with all of us is, in the formalization process, we must create a central agency that must support the MSMEs to formalize themselves with auditing, accounting, and all other aspects. Today, every MSME, even before they can serve their customers, they seem to be today appointing a third party to simply meet the burdens of compliance. So therefore, if we really truly want to make MSMEs the backbone and not the shock absorbers of India's industry, then we need to make the reforms more meaningful rather than do cosmetic solutions which will simply be perhaps easing the pain of theirs, but not really would be making them fighting fit to be globally competitive and globally successful, sir. Obviously, there are many other ideas on MSMEs that I have for my timing, but I believe under the circumstances, I think I would keep it for another time. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू माननीय श्री गोला बाबूराव माननीय गोला बाबूराव माननीय गोला बाबूराव माइक
Sir, this bill progresses on faster payments, digital registration, time-bound dispute resolutions, new way of classifying MSMEs based on their investment in plant and machinery and turnover, and most important of them, all the settlement through TREDS for CPSE and then mediation and arbitration. So all the provisions and support this bill on behalf of our YSR party. Please, even though the bill is going by your side, but weak enforcement at the ground level and struggling state level micro and small facilitation councils due to weak infrastructure and slow execution, and MSME are suffering. This need to be addressed is my first point. The second point is relating to the payment to be made by to MSMEs. Now the government is inserting section 15A in the Principal Act, making mandatory settlement through TREDS. It is welcome, but delayed payment crisis is really haunting the MSMEs. As per Ministry's Samadhan, quarter 2.57 lakh applications are pending for delayed payments as of June 26. And sir, amount involved 55,000 to 50 crores
के आसपास
and
खड़े माहौल
57 lakh
उन्हें बोलने
cases
दे, please.
are 58 cases resolved. Resulted nearly 2 lakh business are waiting for money. This needs to be addressed. And sir, this is the MSMER backbone of our economy. With 8.7 crore MSMEs making nearly 80% of the business, make up nearly 32% of GDP, 36% of manufacturing output, 50% of exports, providing jobs to 40 crore people. So we have to give them every support. When YS Jagan Mohan Reddy ji was CM of AP, he had taken many steps to to protect and push the MSMEs. He had launched the restart package with 1100 crores. He had created over 2,100 crore to clear industrial incentive areas and supported operating units. He had also eased up power charges to ease operational overheads. He had also introduced YSR Navodayam scheme and given MSMEs the benefit of one-time restructuring of their loans, helped to 85,000 stressed MSMEs in AP. He had also reimbursed 50% of auditor fee needed for technology and economic viability of reports required for bank loan restructuring. The government in AP has helped MSME in many ways. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu has taken many steps. Other states have to learn lessons from him. The other important point I wish to